Hello YouTube, it is Damien, it is Sunderland, it is Bright Lights. It is episode 57 of Bright Lights, and we're here with you today with two games in the Carabao Cup because we are currently in the semi-final of the Carabao Cup. Now, you guys have not seen a Carabao Cup game, I don't think, in a very long time. It's a competition I don't really care too much about. I still call it the Capital One Cup because that's what it was known to me back in the day, and that's what still rolls off my tongue because it is habit. But, in the Capital One Cup or the Carabao Cup, whatever you want to call it, we do have Liverpool coming up. So we know what that means. We're probably going to get pumped home and away by about 20 goals and, we'll have some fun doing it. However, we have got things to talk about. First thing we've got to talk about is we are in the FA Cup fourth round. You'd be like, Damien, but we didn't see the third round on YouTube for the first time. What's going on? We got drawn, I think it was against Birmingham. No, not Birmingham. It was someone in the Championship. We pumped them anyhow, but I thought with the progress that the saves made now, it's a good thing to have. That when we got a championship side in the championship, I just thought, look, we're probably going to go pump them. So insane with our B side. So what is the point of showing it on YouTube? There we go. The second thing is we have made the Carabao Cup by playing our B side in these games. And I will go and show you, before we cut into the Liverpool game, how we have got to the Carabao Cup semi-final. It does include us beating Manchester United in a game I wish I put on YouTube because we battered the living daylights out of Man United. But we are here with the FA Cup fourth round draw. Now, I would love to get like QPR and Lincoln straight out the bat. Unfortunately, we didn't. But, I would love another easy tie. And to be honest, if I got a real easy tie, if I got a League One side, like if I got this tie right here, this wouldn't go on YouTube. There you go. I'm probably not going to put that game on YouTube because Tavernier or Port Vale in the Vanarama National in League 2, we should pump. So I would imagine that we are going to be through to the fifth round of the FA Cup. Now, it depends when that game is going to be scheduled for. It's going to be scheduled for... it usually gets scheduled like later doors in here. Yeah, it's been scheduled for just after the Carabao Cup. So what we're going to do is we're going to play in the Carabao Cup and play the semi-final first leg and second leg in this episode. We'll cut out the Spurs and Watford game and we'll go in there. But recent fixtures brings us lovely as you would have last seen us against final 1-0. And I was very, cranky in that game that we've been conceding a lot lately. We've drawn way too many games. And I did say maybe we just needed a loss. We needed a loss for the boys to regroup and be like, you know what? We need to put our fingers out and off we go. As you can see here, we beat Everton 1-0. I'll leave the Carabao Cup one for just a second. We then beat Man United 1-0 off the back of that Carabao Cup game. And these two do tie in hand, but we will talk about them in a second. We then, as you can see, Daniel got injured. And I was like, wow, we have a bit of a centre-back cross. I don't want to play John Sorotta. I'm going to go and I'm going to play Kim Jan. And I'm going to go and play Van Dijk as two covering centre-backs. We then went and beat Stoke 3-0. We then went and beat Fulham 1-0. And in that Southampton game that we won 5-2, we were pretty unlucky to concede both goals. Both weren't defensive mistakes. Both the defenders did all right. And I think one of these goals was a very poor back pass from, I think it was Alex. I'm off the top of my head, but there we are. We do have a banging of a goal to talk to you about as well from his truly, Mike Godden. It was a pretty fantastic strike as well. Any excuse to watch Mike Godden score goals, eh? He's in some fantastic form. He did twist his knee in the Southampton game very late doors, but he was only out for 4 to 5 days. It's only a 4 to 5 day injury. We're not going to go put it behind the goal or anything. I think this goal was just best enjoyed from Mike Godden out of the out in this camera angle. We do work it around nicely here. It is a bit of a longer highlight. I don't like that they give us this longer highlights. I prefer to cut it straight to the goal. But anyway, Godin, as you can see, picks the ball back up in the middle of the park. Just watch his movement. He realises the ball's in here. He's like, let's get away. Give Alex some space and get into some space. And then Godin goes, takes a touch, takes a second. All right, no one's closing me down. Bang! That's correct. Bang! And that could well be one of the better goals of this month. It could well win. It didn't win goal of the month, but it could well win our goal of the year. But as you can see, a very good run. Anyway, if we go back to the Carabao Cup, we did play Leeds in the third round. As you can see, very rotated. All Cott played. John played. Kim Jan played. He's now worked himself into a first-team regular. Alexander played. Chris Robertson had an absolute world. We mentioned that. Joe Silva played. Isaac Silva. Taram. You can see very rotated. Did beat Leeds 3-2. We then went and played Wolves in the Carabao Cup. We did allude to this on stream. We did beat them 7-0 with that rotated side, and a lot of those lads played in the Liverpool game. And as you can see, we drew Liverpool 1-1, and the form carried over. In the quarterfinal, though, we played Man United, and I was like, look, I don't really care about this competition too much. I'm going to just go and just play a side that it's B-stringed, and I would imagine that we're going to get pumped by Man United. We didn't get pumped. Man United still played a decent side. Eric Dyer, Leon Bailey, Pogba played, Isco played, Lukaku played. Di Raya is a very, very good player as well. I don't know what's going on with that. And I've got a notification that's an email, and I don't even know what email it is. It is all happening here. I actually cleared the email back, so I'm trying to mute my phone too. Get that up, just in case it was something to do with coaching. But there we go. There we are. Kezia there, Dalla, Rashford, and so on and so forth. And then, as you can see, look, we played a B-strength side, and we absolutely pumped them. That then took us into this Man United game where I actually decided to play some of those lads. Like Alcott played, Wallace played. Wallace actually played all these games except for the Southampton game because I wanted to rotate. And there we are. And then in the last couple of games, you would have seen us beat 5-2. And against Blackburn, we did win 4-1. Fairly, very rotated. Matthew King, though, scoring 2 of the better goals that you will see in this game. In the 31st minute, he scores an absolute belter, and in the 41st minute, I think he betters it, just because it's from a bit of a wider angle. It was a harder one to score. But as you can see here with the first one, very short highlight, this one here, which is always good. The next one's very long. Anyway, as you can see, ball comes to Robertson. Matthew King gets it. He just rules around the Australian, and then he goes, pick that one out of the top bins. It's a great strike. And then if we go into this one here as well, he gets the ball again, but look how far wide he's forced, and he still bangs it in past the keeper at the near post. Let me know which one you think's better. I now look back at it and think maybe the first one's better. Anyway, as you can see, we're either going to get Tavernier or Port Vale in that fourth round of the FA Cup. And in the semi-final, we do have Liverpool coming up. We're at home first and then away in the second leg. We'll talk about extra time and, all the golden goal rules and all that if it's needed. I'm expecting Liverpool to pump us like they always do, and it always is very embarrassing for me. But we'll see what happens here anyway, and I'll be back in just a second with the Liverpool game. Welcome back, YouTube. It is the second part of the episode. It is the first leg of the semi-final. Here is your starting 11 for the day. I thought we may as well go still rotated. Obviously, if the team has done well enough to get here slightly rotated, let's keep it, firstly. Second thing is, they just come off the back of a 4-1 win in the FA Cup. And look, I thought we may as well. We've made a couple of changes. Obviously, Jonathan being injured, he's come out. And so Kim Jan's gone back in with this back two here. Daniel's not 100% fit anyway, so this back two probably would have played. Alcott will keep his spot. Wallace will keep his spot. Miguel played in the last game. Robertson's been in great form, and Godin's not 100% fit. He's probably fit enough to sit on the bench. In saying that, I want to keep Alex there just in case King has a poor game. We might just leave Godin out and make sure that he's fit for the next couple of games in the Premier League. Isaac Silva's obviously a great player. I've actually decided to play Marquez over to Rum. The only first team change have come in. But Joe Silva's been making goals as well of late, so we'll get him in there. Rab can come off the bench if needs be. And I'm just going to go, look, we always get pumped by Liverpool. We may as well keep the B-side going, and I think we're doing all right. In terms of transfer news, we do have the transfer news going in. We've decided to loan out Steve Porter because he needs some loan. Ispy's going out for 2.8 mil, and he joins Moscow later on in the window. Flavio's currently just been offered out on loan as well. John Wallace we've rejected on. Max Powell's going to go out on loan, unfortunately for us. Bogdan's going out on loan, and Barley got an offer of over $1 million, so I decided to let him go because I don't think we're ever going to play him. It's just good to get Barley the money that he is. I'm actually going to remove his nickname now, so it's going to be Barley Mumba. And the lucky last one is Jasmine actually got an offer that I wasn't looking to loan out. He's been playing on the under 23s. From Udinese as a first team player, so I decided to get him out over there and just see if he gets used by Udinese and comes back and grows like Nakamura has. Like if we go to Nakamura in the under 23s, and has grown into this amazing Premier League player. If we can maybe bring up the ability of Nakamura. There we are. Our scouts reckon that he is sensational. He's been carving up the league as well over in the Ladbrokes. So if Jasmine can do that over in Italy, he would come into this as a Premier League player as well and more suited to sit on the bench. But we are going to get into it today. There is one transfer on the in, but I don't think he's going to get a work permit. It's a striker that I picked up from South Africa, but I'll show you that before the second leg of the game if he joins or if he doesn't. Anyway, they've gone with Van Dijk, Diaz, Gomez, Butland. Gomez at one stage was very unhappy with Zidane, who's the new manager there, because he wasn't playing. Zidane put him back in the first team. But if he got unhappy with transfer list, he would have been coming in to this Liverpool side. Keita and Fabinho are still there. Kieran Trippier, Kieran Tyrini. Salah there. Grab actually just one player of the month. Firmino up top, and Tagore, who's a player that we nearly signed actually as a winger that was also playing at Marines, that people may remember, the 38 million rated player. They've got Robertson, Douglas Costa, Albuquerque, Dylan Tandy, Martins, and Becker on the bench. I'll be interested to see what this team can do. But with the underdogs here, can we go out there and just do what we can do? Maybe, just perform well. Let's not get pumped by Liverpool, and we'll see what happens here. I'm just playing lads that are in form at the moment. Both teams enjoy these matches a lot. I would rather talk about them and players starting. It's obviously us in the red and Liverpool in the purple. I'm expecting us to get pumped. The last thing we need to talk about is we're not going to be streaming tonight on Thursday. We tried streaming this morning. It wasn't the best stream. I'm not going to lie. I just tried a different time zone just to see what happens because we do have Thursdays off. It doesn't look like it's going to be a time zone for me. We just never really got any real viewers. Instead of me going and coming through on the stream tonight, as King thumps it forward towards Marco's crunching challenge, and it will be back in Mo Salah. Just with Liverpool, we can never get out. Liverpool just press, they win the ball back. Every challenge is perfect, and Liverpool just hit us. And that always happens when we play Liverpool too, by the looks of things. We are 1-0 down, drawing an own goal. What is new? So I decided to take the night off tonight instead of streaming. I'm going to come home from coaching. I'm going to play some pro clubs with some of my friends. And there we are. We're not going to watch that back because that is frustrating. Just every time we play Liverpool, that happens. But there we are. We've had a shot, in the first 10 minutes of the game. Liverpool 1-0 up. And when they do shoot, they're probably going to score because it is Liverpool anyway. Keita on the ball and Fabinho dropping off, providing nice cover. But instead he plays it in Salah. Salah there finds the Dutchman. I can never pronounce his name. Tagore. If he wants to rule around, he doesn't. Keita now. They've got numbers out wide. It should have gone out here about 20 times to Cairo and Turio, but he's gone and searched Gomez out on the other side, which is fine. Gomez back post. Firmino should have missed, but he does, and it's only still 1-0. Look, defensive mistakes happen for Van Dijk, or maybe it was Kim Jan. I don't know. I thought it was Van Dijk. But anyway, header comes in there over the bar. Smithies watches it over. Look, I'm looking for just a competitive game for us. And at the moment, it hasn't been competitive. I'm just going to tell us to just get creative. Come on, boys. It is fine. Here we go. Dominating the ball, which is not normal against Liverpool. They usually press us out of it. But we're trying to play with more creativity. So are they. The ball comes in from again, and Firmino heads over the bar. Every highlight's a Liverpool chance at the moment. Look, if we can stay in and around this Liverpool side until opportunities come, I'm pretty happy. As Robson whips the ball in, it's headed not away, actually. It was a missed header. Van Dijk whips in Isaac Silva. He's good, but Butland is better. But it falls to Joe Sylvia. We'll take a little bit of luck. And in the semi-final of the Carabao Cup, it is 1-1 all of a sudden. Away goals don't count until, I think, the extra time of the second leg. So instead of it going to penalties, if it finished 0-0 at full time at Anfield, it would go to extra time. But if it finished 0-0 at full at the end of the 120 minutes, it would mean Liverpool go for an away goals. At the same time, if it was 2-2 at full time, we would have to go to extra time. But then if it finished 2-2, we'll get away on away goals. Anyway, as things stand, Fabinho's there with a header over the bar. And a wasteful Liverpool side. Usually every time we see Liverpool come forward, every time we've played them in the safe, goal, goal, goal. Anyhow, as it stands, it is currently 1-1. Virgil on it. Virgil doesn't make mistakes like that, but he does. Joe Silva's in. Still with Joe Sylvia. Oh, that's unfortunate. That's why we've got a new striker in, is because he just misses chances like that. His speed is great. His work rate's great. If that's sending King off, that is ridiculous. That is absolutely ridiculous. He has won the fucking ball. He has won the fucking ball. Are you kidding me? King's off through no fault of his own. It was a great crunching challenge. We're going to watch that back. Let's watch that. Taylor's out here. If I'm not mistaken, he's won the ball. TV's probably not the best angle. Can we reverse it? Reverse TV. Oh, this is a great angle now. And can we just make this a bit... I'm sorry if I missed a trick here. Isn't there VAR in the Carabao Cup? That's a superb challenge. What the fuck are you watching? Sam Pukis. Typical. Every time we play Liverpool, shit freaking happens to us. Anyway, director, we're not going to keep it on reverse. We're just going to take that off. Go back to live. And we're down to 10 men. So Liverpool are going to pump us now. No fault from King. Wasn't a red card. Absolutely stupid. At 1-1 at half-time, referee has absolutely fucked us. Not happy with that at all. I am going off. There we go. I'm going to tell him I'm far from pleased with what I just saw, even though I'm quite happy to keep it at 1-1. Just going to keep the work rate up. Because we are, down to 10 men, I doubt we're going to be too creative, so I might actually bring Thuram on as a winger and just get Marquez off. We'll see how we go. Joe Silva's picked up a calf strain. That substitution's gone. Lovely. We'll see how he's got back to 77 fitness. That's not bad. We are going to take off Marquez and move it into this, and we're just going to go to that, and we're going to bring Thuram on as an inside forward, I reckon. Just on support as well. Just help track back a little bit. We will confirm that one there. We'll see how we go. In terms of who else is going to come on, that's really it, I think. I feel like that we're just going to keep the team that is currently out there at the moment, and we'll make a change if needs be, if like an opportunity presents itself or something. Anyway, Tyrini there with the throw into Tandy. Tandy now, here with the ball, still with Tandy. Finds Fabinho. Fabinho now, and a Tandy cut out by... Harder challenge to Rum. Turam should have won that every day of the week. Godin would have absolutely snapped him, won the ball, and been continuing anyway. Okay, cleared by Van Dijk, but to no one in particular. I get excited, but then realise we only got one up front, and that's because we're just trying to maybe just hit him on the break. Anyway, Gleeson Martin's wheeling around, finds Teoge again, into Kieda. Kieda now from distance, Smithies punches, but straight to Tandy. Unfortunately, Smithies is becoming quite limited in what he can do now. He might have to stop being our reserve goalkeeper, or, he might have to stop being our, cup keeper now with the Europa League coming up against Benfica and stuff, because he's starting to produce moments like this, and Tandy he just doesn't. Anyway, it looks like they've gone to 2 up front with their formation. Let's have a look at Liverpool's formation. They've gone 4-4-2. It looks like it's going to be 3-1 here, ladies and gentlemen. Robertson does win it, but it does go back to Tyrini, and I'm just not confident at all us keeping them out. Virgil on it. He's not at the best of games by Virgil standards. Anyway, Ruben Diaz, he puts it over to Gomez. Gomez now on it, still with Gomez. Gomez whips it in. Kim Jan heads away, but it will fall to Kieda. Kieda now with Gleeson Martins. Martins now with the ball. Don't need to see Sam's name. He's already fucked us in this game. Tyrini now with the ball. Whips it into Teoge. Teoge there. Cut out Silva. Can we maybe just hit him on the break? That would be nice. Silva's ball does fly on Joao. Joao has got good pace. Has he got numbers with him? He doesn't. Robertson now. Now I'm looking out to Rum. And to Rum to make some width here. And there we are. To Rum does come inside. Plays Robertson. Robertson now. He goes and finds Silva. Have to score! That's why he doesn't start anymore. And there we are. It was a big chance for us to get back into it. Butler with a good save. But Joao Silva, for a player that gets in those positions, misses way too many times. Van Dijk will get on it, but I don't think he's going to be able to do much from there. Finds Durant Miguel. Back into Van Dijk. He's got a decent left foot if he wants to play it. He doesn't. And unfortunately for us, that is that. What we are going to do is we are going to move to run back up there. And there we are as a complete forward on attack. And we are going to get Joao Silva off. And we are going to bring Rab in as well. And I feel like Robertson's going to come in. We're going to go to that. And we're going to bring Alex in as the advanced midfielder there. And just play Durant Miguel like so. And just hope to hit him on the break late doors. And we'll see what happens. We will move to attacking in the 85th, trying to find a goal. But I feel like this leaves us very open to the break. All right, we are going to go attacking here. We're going to tell everybody to push forward. And can we find ourselves? Apparently Smith's got a 7.3. Apparently that wasn't his fault. I would say it was his fault. Alex, he's got good free kick stats. Hits it. Oh, it was just over the bar, a couple inches low, and it would have been in. It would have been the chance. Anyways, they're going to be a last-minute chance here for Sunderland. If anything's going to be a last-minute chance for Liverpool to make it 3-1. Corner comes in. They've hit the bar. They've rattled it. We might keep us in the tie. Wallace. It has to go now if it's going to go at all. The referee's going to blow for full time. Looks for Turam. Sam, really? You got to blow for it then? Turam's beaten his man. He's going to be 2v1. And we've got Rab at the back post. It's free as a bird full time. Can we just go back and watch that in the 90th? Just comprehensive highlights. Don't really care. Here we go. Look at this. Wallace plays it. Here we go. Still with Wallace. There he hasn't put his whistle to his mouth. Blows it then. Have you not seen that the centre-back's been beaten with 2v1? Are you this referee? Who? Sam. I never want to see Sam again. Go to the dressing room. You're unlucky tonight. Far from pleased. I've clicked apparently. Okay. Apparently Smithies got man of the match. Maybe we shouldn't be so harsh on Smithies. There we are. Liverpool dominate game. We're going to leave to the physio. It's a calf strain for 4 to 5 weeks. There we are. Liverpool dominate it. There we go. And post-match. I am a controversial goal. A controversial booking. We are going to slam him. These things happen in football. I'd rather not discuss it right now. Look, I felt it was a conscious up in that point. It was hard to say, but sure would we put up more. It only seemed to be like one winner from the off. It was hard to say. There we go. You're ready to be. No one likes that. Dylan Tandy, we're at possibly half work. Felt the balance. For my reason, didn't want to use him. He was fantastic in the things he's capable of. I'm always been a big advocate of using technology. Today showed why. True. I probably want to hear. I felt the balance of the game was such was better off with the players that we had out there. The referee seemed a bit harsh. Can we go assertively? I don't care about. There was no way it was a red card. Go get fucked, son. There we are. What do you make of Zinedine Zidane being? Don't really care. It's not like Zidane. It's the referee. I don't think there's intent. 30 years ago, would have been sporting challenges like that. It was a great challenge. I'm actually going to appeal against the ban. There we are. Peel it, yes, because he's won the ball fair and square. And there we are. Let's see if the FA want to kick up a fuss with me. I don't care. It was never a freaking red. There we are. Alloy left absolutely speechless there. Southern Matter criticising the referee. Yes, is the FA going to give us something? I want to see if the FA gives us something before this episode's out. Before this part of the episode's out. Post-match, there we are. It doesn't look like this. Okay, Max Power's gone on loan. There we are. Look, I'll be back if the FA has kicked up a fuss about it or whatever, but we will be back for the second leg of the Liverpool game. We're still in the tie, right? 2-1 down is not the worst. We'll see what we can do. We'll maybe play slightly better side, but I expect that Anfield we're going to get pumped anyway. But a very good showing there from the youngsters and so on. Feel for Matthew King, never a red. Referee, Sam's absolutely fucked us, but what can you do? Anyhow, we'll be back in just a second for the second leg of the Liverpool and Sunderland game. Winner, winner, fucking chicken dinner. Take this one, Sam, and shove it. There we are. The FA stays silent. You want to know why they stay silent? They've rescinded the ban because it was a clear, great, crunching tackle. And Sam's cost us. Seriously has cost us. Once again, referee stats. Oh, we're going to go to that screen. I didn't know that was a screen, but we're going to that screen because I'm rolled up. Damien's not happy with this one. What an absolute crunching tackle from the Australian. He's won all ball. All ball. Didn't look like a foul. There we go. Referee stats. There we are. Where is he? Where's Sam? I want to see Sam. Where's his name? We're not leaving this screen till we find Sam's name. Oh, I'm like a madman. My thing's retired. That's sad. Do I see Sam's name here? Come on. Where are you, Sam? Come on, Sam. I didn't see it. Paul. No. Looking for an S. Starting with an S. Starting with a S. S. It's in like... It's not in any order. Sam, there he is. There we are. Sam. Recent game, Sunderland. He got a 7.2. He did not deserve a 7.2. He deserved a fucking 4. Wow. Sam, you're a shocker, mate. You're an absolute shocker. I think that you're pretty damn bad. But anyhow, that's my view anyway. I hope we never get him again because I think Sam has it out for the Sunderland boys. We'll be back with the second leg of the Liverpool game. Just nice to beat Football Manager for a change. We got a red card rescinded. That's actually the first time it's ever happened to me in every Football Manager. He's been doing under 23 games mainly. Don't give him a freaking semi-final then, FM. Anyhow, we'll be back in for the second leg with Liverpool in just a second. Welcome back, YouTube. Part 4, episode 57. Yes, different top. Yes, different lighting. Yes, means different day. For what happened yesterday is I did it before coaching. Didn't get enough time to play the last game. Was a bit too tired to stream last night. Had work at 7 a.m. Decided to sleep, have the night off. And then came today. I finished at 12. It was like beautiful. I have ample time. 12 till 6 before I go to futsal. Futs from 6 till 7 stream. After 7, not a problem. Didn't work out like that. Had to go to some lunch with the rest of the team for under 18s with our coach because they all wanted to go out for lunch. So I decided to tag along. Then came home and was like, the cricket's on. Let's watch that for 10-15 minutes. Have a little bit of a relax. A little bit of just, it's been a busy day. And get into this episode. Unfortunately, that's when you fall asleep. And here I am at 5 o'clock trying to film this episode before I go to soccer. So in that case then, we are in different clothes, different lighting, but it will be A-OK. Anyhow, since we last messed in that Liverpool first leg where Sam absolutely screwed us, the referee, we have played a couple games. We drew 1-1 with Spurs, even game. We scored a corner, they scored. We have a very nice goal, Jota. Daniel came back into the side. We did beat Watford 3-0. Daniel Wood had to play, though, in that game because we are missing Marquez. There's a temptation to play Daniel Wood in this game, but I think with Port Vale coming up, we are going to take Daniel Wood out and we will go with like Marcus Thuram, a bit more of an elder statesman in this game. And just see if we can maybe just use Daniel Wood off the bench as a little bit of a pace outlet, maybe late doors, if the game is level on aggregate after full time, because it's after 2022, you just go straight to penalties. It's not like the current day where if it's level, it goes to extra time, and if there's away goals, away team, away goal will count after 120 minutes in the second leg. We'll see how we go. Anyway, I'm deciding to play Smithies in this one here as well, because Smithies is the cup keeper, and the last time that Mr. Diorgo played here at Anfield, we lost 9-0 in a YouTube episode, and I don't want that to happen. However, Godin, Dosek, Haller, Alex, Rabbit, Thuram, maybe not Alex, we'll go with the other Alex as well, just save them all for Port Vale. We are going to try to get through this game fairly quickly. If anyone is actually watching this as a binge watch, can let me know in the comments, because for everybody that's not watching this as a binge watch, you will be saying, well, Damien didn't give us an upload today. This will go out before I go to soccer. But yeah, I understand, I'm sorry. But for everybody watching it as a binge, that means, Damien, you're doing an alright job. Someone's actually watching this in a row. If you are, let me know in the comments below and give it a like as well. As always, we will be on stream later tonight, so links in the description below. Follow on Twitch, follow on Twitter, so you know when we do go live. It is a very, very, very strong Liverpool side. No Fabinho, though, is what I don't notice. Robertson on the bench, Tyrini, Becker yet again being rested against us. Van Dijk back at captain, Gomez, Ryan's in the middle with Keita, Roberto Firmino, Salah, Tagore, Dylan Tandy. I'm just hoping the referee doesn't do us again. We owe Liverpool after our last game. Can we go out there and just keep it competitive? Liverpool at Anfield just smack teams. It doesn't matter who you are, they just smack teams. Dylan Tandy's a really good player, and if you can hear the tap screaming, that's my mum probably brushing her teeth or something before she goes out tonight. I do apologise. Anyway, we're talking about 11 players starting on the pitch. Any team will miss a thing that can, he's missed with a gash head. This also happened, by the way. Hendrick was, picked up by Sheffield Wednesday as their new manager. I wish him the best of luck. Means that in between this episode and the stream, we're probably going to take a look for a new assistant manager and try and bring one in. Anyway, as Liverpool in the red and Sunderland in the black, I'm predicting we're going to get thumped. But, if we can keep it competitive for a longer stretch of the time, keep it a 2-1, nab a goal, maybe be a little bit more, not defensive in our approach, but maybe just, make the game a contest. Maybe we can get it to penalties, and maybe we can make the final of the Carabao Cup. Rab now on it here. He's got to play with Thuram, De Silva. Can Thuram just pill into this wide area where he's so good? Daniel now with the ball. This is slightly more for first team strength than I would play in the Carabao Cup, but it's mainly because A, it's the semi-final, B, it's against Liverpool, C, we have Port Vale in 4 days' time in a League 2 side in the FA Cup that we should be pumping with any team we put out there, which Smithies were playing, of course. That's a lovely ball from Smithies out second line. De Silva. We've actually worked this well. We've actually got out of the Liverpool press. De Silva now into Alex. Alex now with the ball. Still driving. Alex from distance in the end straight up Butland. Was actually well worked for the first couple of minutes of this game. And, more of that, boys. We've actually started quite brightly. So hopefully that is the faster. Just be solid. Don't give him nothing silly. I say this, and that's a dangerous ball, and Taylor's on it, and never mind about being silly. That is just a stupid throw, and De Silva does head it away, but we'll throw to Gomez, who's got ample thing. That's actually a great strike from Gomez, but it's hit the outside of the post. Smithies may have had it covered. But just none of that. We know how good Liverpool are, so don't need to give him a helping hand. This is going to be another throw without we throw it to him, isn't it? Dosek, though, with the ball. Just go back to Smithies. Smithies clear second line. That's fine. You know what? Mike's done well to make a challenge, and that's Haller. And look, we've got Rab up there. We've got Thuram up there. And if one of them peels into the space out wide, Haller can give it to him. Anyway, it's a crunching tackle. And Haller there is, just lost out. And Tagore in space there. Mike won't catch him because he's super quick. In the end, Daniel gets in the way. Dosek. Smithies goes second line yet again looking for Thuram. Thuram won't win that. Gomez is too strong in the end. We'll be back to Salah. Bit of ding-dong action here. Salah now steps on it. Good, great cross. Oh, Daniel. He's missed the header. That doesn't happen too often from the leading Premier League centre-back, but he has missed the header, and that means we are 3-1 down after 16 minutes. I'm not going to come off defensive because I'm cautious, so to say, off the counter, mainly because, Daniel A should be clearing that. That should never be a goal. Mainly because we get one back, it's back to even Steven, where it was before the game. Away goals don't really matter. If we can see another one, we're in some deep trouble. Anyway, Tandy, that's a great ball out to Salah. He just holds up the ball so well, picks up pass. Salah hits it. Oh my days, what a goal. Mohamed Salah do Mohamed Salah things. I do love the Egyptian. He did score a great goal against Napoli. Another reason why I'm wearing this top is Alisson, mate. Came from this great club of Roma, and he knows how to make saves. Unfortunately, Smithies doesn't, and that is 2-0. And that's tie over. Salah coming inside, that's a hit and a half. No keeper saving that. And we are 2-0 down, and probably 3-0 down. I'm actually going to just tell everybody just to, concentrate out there. Just go out there and perform. Alex, though, does get the ball. If we can get a goal, we can start maybe believing that maybe if we change something out of this game, never mind. Just every time it seems we play Liverpool, I don't know if it's because of the tactics they use or just because it's big team mentality. Everything that Liverpool do plays off. What a save from Smithies. By the way, just there. But, every time we seem to pass the ball, we lose it. We're actually really good at keeping it, usually, against most sides. Every time we play Liverpool, it doesn't seem to happen. Look, at some point, we're going to have to chase this game, but that also is going to leave us open to getting smacked by about 5 or 6 goals. So we'll see how we go. Look, I'm not going to say it was the deciding factor, but the red card in the first leg, when the game was tight, we were on top of Liverpool for the first time in the save, in a game, powering that Henderson testimonial, which was just the Henderson testimonial. Anything can happen in a testimonial. And we were there, and we had Liverpool there for the taking. A referee cost us in the end. And look, to keep it 2-1 that night was pretty good there at the stadium a lot. Now we're paying for the game being open because of the referee's fault. It would be nice to score from this direct free kick. I highly doubt we're even going to be able to see it. Yeah, we didn't. But there we are. I'm going to keep it as it is, and then at about the 60th minute, we're going to go maybe 4-3-3, free strikers, bring Daniel Wood on. Maybe he can make a name for himself, get a couple of goals, and just really go for it and try and find 3 goals. As Keita there gets the ball, hits it. Smithy's great save, falls to side. Smithy's, you haven't. Look, this episode may be all over, but his name is Smithies, and he gives us a chance. Oh, Smithies. This is why he's been our first team keeper for so long. Keita with it. This is a good strike from Keita. It's solid. It's at a height you expect the keeper to save it. But typical Liverpool, on this save, the ball falls kindly for Salah, and you expect this. You know what? That's a decent save. This should be a goal every day of the week. Smithies, take a bow. Trailing hand gets up, bang. What a save that is from Smithies. How many times have we seen him pull off a double save in a game? I wish it was a bit more of a hype moment. The game on the line, Smithies making a double save. We get all up and about, and like we do on stream, unfortunately, it's not the time for it. If we did score, though, Thuram, bury it. Smithies, that's your goal. Alex Smithies has just saved this tie, and all of a sudden we need 2, and Thuram on the break has scored after Smithies has made an insane double save. From the double save, Burgess heads it down to Haller. Haller goes long into Thuram in the channel, and Thuram makes no mistake, blasts it past Butland, no chance. He can't do what Smithies did down the other end, and there we go. All of a sudden, we can believe, but Virgil's on the ball, Tagore with a great touch, running inside. Great challenge, got in clears, oh my, Rab. Thuram, make a run. Instead, Haller's out there if you want to give it to him. He doesn't. Oh, my. Had the silver as well. Had all the options, and Thuram's done that. Great. There we go. Tie over, Tandy. Smithies, good boy. Good boy. He's keeping us in it. I think, in the 60th minute, we're going to go for it here. We are. Surely. After Smithies makes a double save, we have to go for it. If they score right now, I'm going to cry. Virgil turns, plays it to Firmino. Smithies is being fouled. Is he not? I want to know why Smithies is on the ground here. Is he not being fouled, or is he stuck, or is this FMing us, or what happened? I'll just keep your eye out on Smithies. So Smithies goes, moves in. Yeah, see, I don't know who 15 is. Ryan and Tandy have double teamed him. He can't move back because they blocked off his run. Referee. Look. We had our moment. Smithies had the moment. We're going to take Godin off, for instance. We know. We'll take Alex off. We'll probably take Godin off as well and bring, the runt in, who's a bit more suited to support role. But we'll go and put Daniel up front. I'm going to move to attacking. And if we can find 3 goals at Anfield like this, then I'll laugh. But I highly doubt it. 3 goals right now means that we go on to penalties. I highly doubt it. Look, I'm going to just tell the boys to push forward. Bird is having a shocker. I'm just going to get him off because I don't want to hear it in the press conference. But it's pretty much game over anyway. We'll get Wallace out there. Why not? Who cares? Who honestly cares? We're getting beat. And that is that. We're just getting absolutely smacked. Looks like Liverpool don't even care. Maybe we should have started on 4-3-3 because, look, they haven't had a chance. We haven't had a chance either. Give us a goal. Give us something to believe. Or just they're going to kill off the tie, aren't they, with Ryan and Salah nearly running into each other. If that was us, they would have fallen back to Liverpool 100%. Great tackle by Wallace, but it falls back to Ryan. Yet again, another challenge that falls back to him. Acton, who's not happy at Liverpool. I've looked at signing him on stream the other day. Great challenge from De Silva, and there we are. Ball goes long to Rum. Can we even just hit him on the break? Daniel Wood, this is your moment. Butland, you have to save it. Really? That was Daniel Wood's moment. With 17 finishing. Unfortunately, it's a great save from the keeper. Or else that was the moment to shine. Haller, just score from the corner. Make it. It's a poor corner. It's not like Haller to put in a poor corner. Look, we've been battered. It's Liverpool at Anfield. We always get battered by Liverpool at Anfield. By our stretch of the imagination, it's not as bad. Please tell me he's not being booked. He's not. I thought it was Dosek too. It wasn't. Look, so be it. But Haller, just score. It would be nice. He actually is. That's a great save from Butland. Butland's made 2 great saves. If Butland didn't make those 2 saves right now, there'd be a minute left to see if we can actually, find a goal to get it to extra time. But as things stand, we are knocked out of the Carabao Cup. Look, great performance from us to get to the semi-final. Beating Man United with our B-side was great. Our B-side did better against Liverpool than our proper side did here anyway. But our B-side will play again against Port Vale. Smithies, what a man. He even at his age, even as we were questioning him in the last episode that, maybe he's losing a little bit because of one of the goals he conceded, he's still got a 7.3. He's just showed up today and said, what a double save. Unfortunately for us, we're unlucky. And look, it would have been nice to have won today, but Liverpool are far superior in this save, and they will be far superior for the foreseeable future. I don't see us winning the Premier League anytime soon. We will do the press conference because we don't have an assistant. Everyone shows can be proud. My style is really impressive. There's not a lot you can do when someone plays like that. But that is the end of the episode, guys. That's the end of episode 57. As always, we will be on stream later tonight because it's Friday. So after this video goes open, if you see it within the first hour, come check us out on stream. Link in the description below to come watch us on Twitch. There's also the link to our Twitter, so you know when we do go live, we post it. And if you turn your notifications on Twitch, that would be nice so you didn't get an email saying that Damo is live. Anyhow, that is Damien, Sunderland, Bright Lights. Wrapping up at 57. Episode 58 is probably going to be the Europa League knockout games against Benfica in the first stage of the knockout round, but it might be another important episode before then. I haven't looked at the fixture list, but it will probably be the Europa League. Anyhow, from Damien, Sunderland, and Bright Lights, that's the end of episode 57, which has taken 2 days to film. We've been FM'd by Sam, the bloody referee, and Smithy's mates a double save. What an episode, but unfortunately we're on the wrong side of a hiding in the semi-final of the Carabao Cup, and I'll see you next time for episode 58 of Bright Lights. Thank you and goodbye.